Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to install dArkOS on the R36S. You're going to need a fresh micro SD card. I'm using a 64 gigabyte SanDisk, and you'll need the original SD card as well. And the first thing that we want to do is identify the type of R36S that you have. So we're going to find out if you have a clone or if you have the original. My recommendation to identify the type of R36S that you have in the screen panel is to turn the R36S around. And then what you want to do is you want to open this back panel and then slowly take out the battery, but be careful because it is connected to wires and you don't want to rip anything out. And you want to read what is behind that battery. All right, so once you've taken off the back panel and the battery, you then want to look very closely to see what is written here on your R36S. As you can see, it says here G80C-MB and then version 1.1. You're going to want to remember this and make sure to just double check different locations. Some clones might have them written in different places, but you want to make a note of what is written there because we will need that later to decide which version of dArkOS we will need to download in order to load it on to the new micro SD card. So make sure to make a note of that. I will also now show you a second way that we can identify the type of R36S that you have if for some reason nothing is written there and you have an issue figuring out the version that you have. All right, the second way to figure out the version that you have is take out the micro SD card out of the right hand side of your R36S. This should be the original micro SD card, not the new one, because we're going to want to look at one of the files on it to help identify your device. All right, so once you plug in the micro SD card into your computer, you'll either need an adapter to do that or have a micro SD port. You can get an adapter on Amazon if you need one, but basically plug your micro SD, again, the original micro SD, into your computer. Once you have that mounted, you should then go and look for a boot partition. Once you're within the boot partition, you want to look for a .dtb file. So again, in the boot partition, look for a .dtb file. And once you have those .dtb files, you then want to go to this website. I'm going to put it in the description, a link to it. But basically, this is a website where you can identify the screen type and if you have a clone or not, just by using the database file. So if you want to go ahead and just drag one in to test it out, for example, you would go ahead and drop it in and click on Identify My Screen. And once you do that, it should identify your screen. If you have a clone that is very rare, like the one I have, it may say that it does not match any content existing. But if you have a regular clone or an original, it should tell you if it's the original. Or if it's a clone, it'll tell you the panel type. Again, if this doesn't work for you, as it has not for me, you want to depend on what it says physically on the back panel of your R36S device when you take out the back panel and the battery. And just make sure to make a note of what is written there because we will need that for the next step to figure out which version of dArkOS you will want to use to put onto the new micro SD card. Alright, so now that we've identified the R36S type that you have, you now want to go to the dArkOSRE GitHub site. I will put that in the description as well, so you can just click on the link and go straight to there. But once you are here, you want to scroll down, and you will then see supported systems. And here is the important part. You want to select the version that you need for your R36S type. They have just about everything that you should need. And in my case, if you do recall earlier in the video, we saw that it was written on the R36S behind the battery, this G80C-MB version 1.1. However, with the identifier website, it did not work to tell us if we are panel 8 or panel 9. And my recommendation is to just download both, load one onto the new micro SD card, try it out. If it doesn't work, then it's probably the other one. So we're going to go ahead and test out one to start, but it's either going to be panel 8 or 9 in my case because, again, this was written on the back. This is the version of the R36X clone that I have. So let's go ahead and start first to try out panel 8. If it doesn't work, we'll try out panel 9. So What you want to do once you identify your device is click on one of them. If you know exactly which one, you can click on the exact one that you know. Then once you click on that, you should see this page. Should see firmware installation. You want to scroll down and click on releases page. Once you click on that, it will then bring you to the next page. You then want to scroll down. And in my case, you will then see the G80CA-RE. This is, again, what was written on the back of the clone version that I have. So this is the one that I'm going to want. You then want to go down and see the firmware file. And from here, you can just click on one of these options to download it. Mega usually works just fine. But basically, you go to there. Once you click on that, it should then load the download file. So you can go ahead and click on download. That will then start to download the zip file. All right, so once you have the zip file downloaded, what you want to do is just double click on it to unzip it, and then click on extract, and you can just put it into the downloads folder is fine. If you do not have an unzip software, you can use WinZip or 7-Zip. There's many different softwares you can use on Windows and macOS. If you're on Linux, it should be built in just fine. But basically, you just want to unzip that .7z file. So just make sure you have a software that can do that, such as WinZip, and you should be good to go. So let's do that now and wait for that to unzip. All right, so once you extract that file, you should have the .img file. What you want to now do is you want to write this onto the new micro SD card, which you have plugged into your computer. On Linux, you can just double click on that .img file and then select the destination, which will be the micro SD card, and then click on restore. If you are on Windows, you can use the software called Rufus, which is free. You can go ahead and download it, and then you use Rufus to write this file to the micro SD card. But for this example, we are on Linux, so we're just going to go here and click on Start Restoring. So once you do that, it should start writing the dArkOS right onto the micro SD card. And all you got to do is just wait for it to finish writing that image file. And on the micro SD card, it should basically just be installing dArkOSRE for your correct version of your R36S. All right, we've now taken the new micro SD card with the dArkOS loaded onto it, put it into the right-hand side of the R36S. Once you do that, you can now power on the R36S. You will now see the dArkOSRE screen. You can wait for that to load. The initial load will take a little while as it's going to write the dArkOS properly onto everything. So just go ahead and give that a moment. It may take a few minutes for the first initial load. Just go ahead and wait for that. You will see this screen as it starts to load in. It will then restart. Just give it a moment to load for the first time as it goes through the initial boot process. This will be a one-time process, so you don't have to wait this long each time it loads. It will just be the initial process as it expands the partitions and everything. So just go ahead, give it a few minutes, wait for that to load up, and you should have dArkOS ready to go very shortly. As you can see, it completed the expansion and will now reboot. And once it reboots, that should be the final reboot for dArkOS. And give it a moment to boot up for its first initial boot. You'll then see Welcome to dArkOS. You will then see it load in everything properly. And as you can see, this is the dArkOSRE official setup. As you can see, we have Kodi on the device now, which is great. So you can load in any movies, TV shows, and music as well directly to there. You have your ports, and you can also install Portmaster quite easily onto dArkOS, and it will work great. And with Portmaster, you can pretty much load in PC games such as Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the PC version, which works great on dArkOS. And you can also load in Rockbox as well as a port, which will basically turn your R36S into an iPod Classic pretty much and have that layout if you want to set it up like that. Again, Kodi, and then you have all of your different ROMs and emulators. And again, if you want to go to the original micro SD card and take all of those games that you have, the thousands of games that they have loaded on the original micro SD card, you can just go ahead, drag those into this micro SD card in your computer. I recommend just making a copy of the original micro SD on your desktop and then copying over the games that you want. And additionally, if you want to load in any game, I have a video on that. We'll just show you how to properly load in any ROM and any game on the R36S, and this will work for dArkOS as well, so you can go ahead and follow along on that video, and that will show you how to get set up with any game. But that is how you set up dArkOS on the R36S. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.